Hello and welcome, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Lunch with Lisa. I am Lisa Warner. I am the author of The Simplicity of Self-Healing, and now the award-winning author of the brand new book, Navigating the Clickety-Clack, How to Live a Peace-Filled Life in a Seemingly Toxic World. Yippee. So our book is launching on Tuesday, April 6th. So please, I hope you will come and join us for our book launch party and get your copy of this amazing book. So enough of the self-promotion. Today, I wanted to talk about healing made simple. When I found myself facing cancer, I was terrified about what was going on with my body. But there's one thing that I knew the whole time. And what I knew was that what was going on in my body was being generated by my unhappiness, by my struggles in my life. I was not going through life with ease and grace. I was struggling internally. As one who has always been different, has known different things, I never quite fit in with everything around me and everybody else around me. So it was always a little uncomfortable being me. And the older I got, the more uncomfortable I got with the world around me. And I was really having a rough time. And I knew that that rough time that I was having was why my body was doing all of the things that it was doing, gaining weight, having lumps and bumps and pains and aches and all kinds of crazy, crazy symptoms going on. And it was scary. And I wanted to know why all of a sudden this cancer had invaded my life, because it was clear to me that that was not my life path. That was not where I was heading in my life, no matter what else was going on or not going on. And when I had to make a decision on what was I going to do, it was clear to me personally that I needed to address the root cause of what was actually going on. I needed to bring harmony back into my life. I needed to clear out all of the misperceptions that I was carrying around, all of the guilt, all of the doubt, all of the shame, all of the anxiety, all of the fear. I needed to clear all of that stuff out, because I knew that at the soul level, I was fine. I knew that at the soul level, we are all well beings. But when we hop into these physical bodies, we forget that we are infinite beings having this physical experience. So I knew beyond the shadow of a doubt that this was my wake up call. This was my time for self mastery. I realized I am the soul. I am in a physical body that comes with a mind attached. The physical body and the soul are working fine. It's the mind that's programmable. And we get programmed with all of these things about who you should be and who you shouldn't be and what you should do and what you shouldn't do and what's right and what's wrong and what's acceptable and what's not acceptable. And then we get so confused about what are we supposed to do or what are we not supposed to do? Or how am I supposed to act? Or how am I not supposed to act? Or I thought I was doing the right thing, but I pissed everybody off. Like, it gets really confusing being human. But you know what? It doesn't have to be like that. it can actually be simple. Our bodies are these amazing biological organisms. And the diseases that strike our bodies, they're like the weeds that grow in the garden of our soul. And when we've got a weed growing in our garden, if we just cut off the top of the weed is simply going to continue to grow and multiply. In order to get the weeds out of our gardens, we have to get them out by the roots. When you take a weed out by the root, it doesn't grow back. It's gone. And our physical bodies, the symptoms in our physical bodies are the result of the disharmony inside. That's the root of all the weeds in our gardens, is that we have thought patterns that are attached to energies of guilt, shame, blame, doubt, fear, anger, resentment, rage, whatever they are. Those are the roots. And when we pull those weeds out by the roots, our bodies heal automatically. Because all that's happening to our bodies is our bodies are reflecting, are growing in the same shape as that weed. Every specific type of weed in the garden, whether it's guilt, shame, blame, doubt, fear, anger in the territory, whatever it is, there are specific ways our bodies respond to each specific type of weed, each specific type of conflict that we go through. All we have to do is look at the body and we can see what type of weed is growing. And we can simply pull the weed out by the roots. We can resolve the emotional conflict that is generating the physical issue. Healing is literally that simple. I know this because I've experienced it. As soon as I was able to clear out all of those thought patterns, and how did I do it? I started bringing my soul into my body. I started meditating. I started getting quiet so I could quiet my mind. And I could start accessing the wisdom of the soul. Because the soul is the solution. The soul always knows exactly what to do. The soul is perfect. You are the soul. I am the soul. And when we start operating from our own perfection, from our divine uniqueness, each and every one of us is here on this planet at this time with unique gifts and talents to bring to the collective, to bring to the party, to share with everyone. But in this world, uniqueness is scorned, it is shunned, it is rejected. We are all taught that we need to conform, that we need to do what everybody else is doing so that we don't make anybody else feel uncomfortable. This is not why we're here. We're not here to conform. We're here to be unique and different and vibrant and radiant. And when you can start to own your uniqueness, allowing your soul to come into the body, you start operating from the wisdom of your soul. And you can stay healthy and happy. You can tend the garden of your soul from your soul. The mind has no idea how to tend the garden of the soul. I got to tell you, it's not what it's for. The mind is not the gardener. The mind looks at the weeds and goes, oh my God. We don't need to freak out over the weeds. We don't need to live in our own freakouts and fears. All of these are simply energies, and we can easily tend to the energies that are in our garden. All we need are some simple tools, some key awarenesses about how our bodies actually work and how to tend the weeds, how to pull the weeds out by the roots, how to manage the energies, the unseen part. The roots are the unseen part of the plant. Energy is the unseen driver of our realities. We have to learn how to see energies and simply manage our own energies. And when we can manage our own energies, we can manage our own health. The healthcare system does not talk about energy. It doesn't address energy. Therefore, it is always pulling the weeds out by the top. They're trying to kill the weeds to varying degrees of success or massive failure. If we don't address the roots, the weeds will continue to grow and multiply. Right now, we're looking at a mass growing and multiply of a lot of different weeds in society. And it's really, really of utmost importance these days to be able to see which weeds are in my own garden and which weeds are somebody else's weeds. Which ones do I need to worry about and which ones are not mine to worry about? How do I manage my own energy and keep my own body healthy and safe and balanced? When you know how to do this, this is a skill you can develop. The medical system does not teach us to develop this skill. It's a skill that we each have to learn on our own. But when you do develop this skill, you become your own best healer. Healing is simple when you can manage your energies. So I have a course starting next week, beginning of April. It will be ongoing, group coaching to start showing you how to tend to your garden, how to pull the weeds out by the roots so that your body can return to balance, how to bring your soul into your body. Your body needs your soul present. Your soul needs the body in order to have a full experience. When we merge and meld the body and the soul together, allowing that soul to come in and operate the body rather than trying to get the mind to operate the body, healing becomes automatic. The ability to stay healthy and happy becomes automatic. It's not complicated. And there are some very direct routes. My journey was all over the place, all over the map, trying to figure it out because I didn't have somebody that was showing me the direct path to self-healing. But now that I've walked that path and I've seen all of the different pitfalls and the places where we get stuck and get waylaid, I am now showing my clients how to walk the direct path. And if you would like to walk the direct path too, I have multiple options for you. I have private coaching, I have group coaching, and I have my conscious self-healing 6-week program that I have put together. So multiple options. And I have my book, The Simplicity of Self-Healing, which is available on Amazon. So multiple ways you can interact with me. If you are interested in learning the simple, direct route to healing, please reach out to me. You can reach out to me through my website, connectingyoutoyou.com. You can reach me through my Facebook group, Soul Sourced Healing. I am on Messenger, I am on Telegram, and I am on YouTube, The Simplicity of Self-Healing with Lisa Warner on YouTube. So please feel free to reach out to me and let's get you healed. Let's make you the master healer of your own body in the quickest, simplest way possible. I hope this was helpful. Thank you for joining me today. And until next week, create for yourselves a great week. Bye for now.